Welcome to DOLA Tales, where we uncover the hidden struggles of the human soul and the profound wisdom needed to overcome them. Meet Marcus, a carpenter blessed with hands that could shape wood into poetry, yet cursed with a mind that constantly drifted away. His workshop was a graveyard of good intentions, filled with three-legged chairs and tables that waited forever for their smooth wooden tops. Every project began with a burst of fiery passion, as he imagined the masterpiece he would create with his own two hands. But as the days turned into weeks, the initial spark would fade, leaving him bored and searching for the next shiny idea. His reputation began to crumble like dry wood, as neighbors whispered that Marcus was a man of many starts, but zero finishes. Deep inside, he felt a hollow shame, knowing that his lack of discipline was slowly stealing away his dignity and self-respect. One day, a golden opportunity arrived when the mayor asked Marcus to build a magnificent wedding chest for his beloved daughter. Marcus accepted the commission with a heart full of hope, swearing that this time would be different and he would not fail. He started with incredible momentum, selecting the finest oak and carving the intricate details that would adorn the lid of the chest. The structure was built, but the hard work of sanding and refining the rough edges lay ahead like a giant mountain. The excitement vanished, replaced by the tedious reality of manual labor, and Marcus felt the familiar urge to simply walk away. He told himself he would finish it tomorrow, but tomorrow became a week, and the chest remained untouched in the cold corner. When the deadline arrived, the mayor was furious, taking back the commission and leaving Marcus with nothing but his own failure. Crushed by the weight of his incompetence, Marcus realized he could no longer live this way and needed to find a solution. He decided to seek the wisdom of old Samuel, the master craftsman known for works that were perfect from start to finish. He found the old master sitting quietly, carving a simple spoon with a focus that made the rest of the world disappear. Marcus confessed his struggle, explaining how his passion always burned out before the work was done, leaving him empty and defeated. Samuel listened patiently, then held up the spoon, asking Marcus if he knew where the most difficult part of the carving lay. He explained that the beginning is easy because of hope, and the end is satisfying because of the result we can see. But in between lies the wilderness, a messy and boring place where you lose sight of the shore you departed from. Samuel told him that most people quit in the wilderness because they rely on motivation, which is as fleeting as the wind. True masters do not rely on how they feel. They rely on commitment to the process, even when the work becomes tedious. Marcus realized he had been a slave to his emotions, working only when it felt good, rather than working because it mattered. The old man gave him a simple rule to conquer the wilderness. Do not look at the whole mountain, just take steps. He called it the 10-minute rule. Commit to working on your project for just 10 minutes every single day, no matter what. It sounded too simple to be true, but Marcus promised to try it, desperate to break the cycle of failure haunting him. He returned to his workshop and chose one single item, a small bedside table that had been gathering dust for 3 months. He did not think about finishing the table. He only thought about sanding the wood until the sand in the glass ran out. When the 10 minutes were up, he stopped, surprised that the task had not been as painful or impossible as he feared. The next day, he did it again, and the day after that, slowly chipping away at the resistance in his own mind. Through the boring middle days, the 10 minutes often turned into 20 or 30, as the momentum of action took over him. Finally, the moment arrived when he applied the last coat of varnish, and the table stood complete, shining with a glorious beauty. He felt a rush of dopamine and pride that was far sweeter than the excitement of starting, for this was the joy of finishing. He realized that finishing was a skill, a muscle that could be built through small, consistent actions repeated over a long time. He applied the rule to the chair, then a cabinet, and slowly, the graveyard of unfinished projects transformed into a showroom. Months later, Marcus approached the mayor's house again, not with an apology, but with a surprise gift that he had secretly completed. The mayor was speechless as he ran his hands over the perfect finish, recognizing the work of a man who had mastered himself. Marcus had not just built a chest, he had rebuilt his reputation and proved that he was a man who could finish things. He learned that talent starts the race, but only discipline crosses the finish line, and that is where the true prize awaits. His workshop was no longer a place of chaos, but a sanctuary of completion, where every piece of wood found its true purpose. The boy who chased butterflies had become the man who built castles, simply by learning to walk through the boring wilderness without stopping. The hourglass remained on his desk, a silent reminder that big victories are just a collection of small, 10-minute battles won daily. Years later, a young apprentice came to him, full of talent, but struggling to finish his work, just as Marcus once did. Marcus smiled, handed him a rough log, and began to teach the most important lesson: how to find the spoon inside. If you are stuck in the middle of a project today, know that you are in the wilderness, and it is normal. Do not wait for inspiration to rescue you, for it will not come. You must rescue yourself with a small, simple action. Give your dream just 10 minutes today. Ignore your feelings, trust the process, and push through the resistance that holds you back. The muscle of finishing is the most valuable asset you can own, for it turns the invisible dreams in your head into reality. Life is too short to be filled with half-done things. Fill your life with the satisfaction of done and the peace of completion. Every finished project is a brick in the foundation of your character, building a version of you that can achieve anything. So go now. Pick that one thing you have been avoiding, set your timer, and step bravely into your own wilderness. You have the power to finish what you start. It does not require magic, only the courage to persist for 10 minutes. On the other side of the boredom lies the greatness you seek. Do not stop walking until you see the view from the top. Be like Marcus. Do not let your potential rot in the graveyard of good intentions. Build your legacy, one finished piece at a time. Remember, the world does not reward those who start. It rewards those who finish. Be the one who finishes. Thank you for watching this story on DOLA Tales. We hope it inspires you to pick up your tools and get to work. If you found value in this message, please like and subscribe to support our channel and help us share more wisdom. Check out our other videos for more stories that feed your soul and sharpen your mind. Your journey to mastery continues there. This is DOLA Tales, signing off. Remember, the spoon is already in the log. You just have to carve it out. Goodbye.